look ridiculous in that getup of yours. But I like you, kiddo. You got spunk. So now you're the #1 contender of the most coveted television title in all of South Central Texas. Well, good luck to you, boy.
The American Dragon, upon returning from a successful tour of Japan.
Here's your challenger. Please welcome the American Dragon.
Upon his first night return from Japan, he won the #1 contender slot for Spanky's TV title.
And here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is making his way down the aisle. He is your Texas Wrestling Alliance Television Champion, Spanky.
I hate to sound like rerun season. I feel like I say this every time we see him. He is not necessarily the biggest competitor in the Texas Wrestling Alliance, but when it comes to the size of the heart, it ain't always the size of the man in the fight, but the size of the fight of the man. And Spanky is about 10 times his body weight in heart.
And I think that goes for both these individuals. Both the Dragon and Spanky have shown great class, great sportsmanship, and I think they'll do so tonight.
They have teamed up before, they have fought each other before, and whether it's together or apart, they never fail to disappoint the fans of the TWA with one high impact, fast-paced match. Going for the double drop kick. They are very similar in strategy, as it shows. They keep trying to get the advantage and throwing the same moves, really not effectively landing, just basically blocking. They're jockeying for position. It's like a couple of big bull elks. 1, 2, big slap. Knife edge chop by the American Dragon. Spanky lays one of his own in. Ooh, drops in the foot. Snap over. Huge boot by the American Dragon to Spanky's back. There is a nice red mark on Spanky just under the shoulder blade. That had to rock the champion.
A nice little handshake. You know, if you can't beat up your friends, who can you beat up, huh?
There is mutual respect among these two. They know. One thing they have both said about the other man, at least if I'm going to lose, if I lose to him, it will be to a great wrestler.
Exactly.
Again, just jockeying for position. Quick go behind into the arm bar. American Dragon locks in Spanky. Spanky rolls over yet again, springboards up, and cranks in an arm bar of his own. Dragon with a similar block and an additional move that locks up Spanky. Hip toss up and over.
Folks, get out your wrestling dictionary, because there are going to be moves in this match that I know I can't describe, and I've been doing it for 15 years.
Sean, when it comes to these two, there's moves in this match that we can't keep up with. Even with these two, if you know a move, it's easy to miss because the pace is just relentless. And you know when they crank it up, there will be some brutality. Even a cameraman is not safe anywhere near these two. Spanky blocks Dragon, walks him over, up, walking the ladder onto the top rope. Whoa! Kind of a variation Spankensteiner there.
Spankensteiner, there you go. He'd love to know that you called it that.
Come on! Spanky, ooh! Spanky knocked into 2001 with that blow by the American Dragon. About 366 days of dizziness waiting to come after something like that. We do not recommend you try that at home.
I'll tell you, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt John Mars, but we are having the opportunity this new year to see the future of professional wrestling. The future of professional wrestling are young men like this that give everything they have to the fans and to their sport.
I thought he was going for the spine buster. Instead, he is just locking on. I don't even know what you call that shot. It's almost like a combination attempt to put in the spine buster position, locked into a sleeper hold.
I believe that is called some form of tarantula. Japanese tarantula.
It is obviously a variation picked up in Japan on the last tour. much unlike the Texas Tarantula Rudy Boy Gonzalez likes to lock on using the ropes. Big snap suplex up and over. Spanky landed on the back of his head. This is absolutely the perfect combination to be in the first match of 2000 here for TWA Total Impact.
What a way to start out. And it's only going to get better. Look at that. Unbelievable.
Spanky going to set down, not enough weight. Dragon was a good leg strength.
Ooh, oh, big back elbow.
American Dragon, if you look at the way the man is built, he is solid all the way around, but the leg strength is probably number one in the Dragon's arsenal. Thus the effectiveness of many of his high-flying moves. Spanky jumps up, over, go behind by Dragon. Spanky using the ropes, kind of pulling Dragon right on through. Nothing like letting your opponent's momentum carry you. And Spanky uses the ropes to throw the big elbow. Will we see a plancha here?
You know what this means?
Up and over! Spanky sails through the air with the greatest of TWA TV champion ease, showing the kind of moves that got him that belt and keep it around his waist. Spanky going up to the top rope. Missile drop kick hits the American Dragon. American Dragon is he is the epitome of pure wrestling fair play. There's nothing hidden in that mask, nothing to shield the blow. Spanky going up. Moonsault from the top rope.
I tell you what, Kevin, I hope fans appreciate what these two young men bring to this sport. They come out here each and every week and give everything they have. And I tell you what, from a man who's been in this business for 15 years, does my heart good to see it.
Spanky and American Dragon, the epitome of the type of wrestler in the Texas Wrestling Alliance. Both men committed to doing their best, to being the best, to learning and perfecting their craft, and showing the fans here at Far West Rodeo. Top-notch professional wrestling. Spanky.
Oh. Using the steps for momentum. Hit the Dragon with a back elbow.
Forget about the ball dropping on New Year. Spanky is dropping his body from every height he can find and utilize. Spanky throws Dragon into the ropes, going for the Irish whip. Dragon reverses. Spanky in. Dragon follows up. The big forearm. Off the ropes. Oh. Another big. Oh. In the clothesline. Spanky up and over. 360. One, two. Whoa. American Dragon showing you why he has earned the right to be the #1 contender for Spanky's TV title. Spanky dropped down, tried to drop the jaw, didn't have enough.
Oh, look at that. Suplex. Oh,
what is this?
And there's
Shooter griping just last week about people interfering in his TV title opportunity. Comes out, puts the big suplex.
Here comes Bone Crusher.
Bone Crusher. He's got a bone to pick. His bone is the one he wants to lay outside the head of Shooter Schultz. Shooter laid him out last week, and he was not pleased about that attack from behind. Rudy and somewhere there is a dentist in San Antonio going, I'm glad I got some work to start the new year.
And here comes Spanky and the Dragon with their second win. And Kevin, I'll tell you what, this TV championship scene continues to heat up with fury here into the new millennium.
There are.
Whoa, out goes Rudy. Oh, my goodness.
Anywhere in pro wrestling that is as hot right now as the TV title here in the Texas Wrestling Alliance. The right to be the best wrestler on television. Earned a belt, earned and re-earned week after week on TWA Total Impact.
Unbelievable. My goodness, what a way to start out the new year.
But due to the interference, American Dragon basically screwed by Shooter Schultz out of his shot to complete the win. Spanky walks out still TWA Television Championship.